performing less than they used to perform in the 70s, 80s, and 90s during very difficult days in this country. And I'm encouraging them to rise up because their moral guidance is needed even more today. Because we should all collectively work hard so that we don't slip back into conflict. Because there are clear warning signs of conflict. The disintegration of Liberia did not happen because of tribal differences or religious differences. It was bad governance, lack of respect for the rule of law, unwillingness to respect the law, unwillingness to ensure decency and respect in government. Can you imagine today another official of government or lower ranking actually get up and insult the Minister of Justice? Insult another minister, say disparaging things about them, and there's no penalty for the appointing of power. And the president will not school that official of government. Not even with 1 day suspension. We show that the president approves such conduct. So in an atmosphere like that, I agree with my friend and classmate Musa Dean, Minister Musa Dean, that civics should be taught. I don't care how good a civics book is. I don't care how good it is taught. If the conduct of public officials is in such a manner as condoned by the president, it undermines anything that the young people will learn in school, because the best form of leadership is by example. The examples shown by some officials of government do not really promote the level of decency, law and order that the young people should aspire to. And I say that it is the church, when these things are happening, that should call the attention of the president officials of government to keep that level of decency in the interest of the country. That is not happening. And I want to say my friend Musa Dean, Minister of Justice, should be happy with himself, because I do not believe the Council of Churches could have given such an honor to Justice Minister Genghis Khan. So times have changed. That the Council of Churches gives such a platform to the Minister of Justice, but that is to discredit him, because that means the church regards him to be different from Genghis Khan. So, and I want to thank the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. Very brilliant, and a scholarly paper this morning that is sufficient to guide everyone. I'm proud to be her classmate as well. She, the Minister of Justice, are graduated same year from law school. And this paper she gave this morning is landmark. It's going to guide society it's going to guide Liberia for more than 100 years to come. Justices don't speak so much because they are usually cautious to express opinion, because the same issues will come before them. But I think she demonstrated high level on the politicians. Be very careful not to actually take a side, but to teach all of us on what rule of law means and how to administer rule of law. The responsibility of both government and citizens be opposed to rule of law. That was a great paper. I'm a very critical person, but I didn't see anything that I could take away from my speech in terms of this excellence. So I want to thank the Council of Churches for this kind of initiative, honoring people both in the church and outside the church for the way they conducted themselves in the society. That's another way of promoting good citizenship. but I'm calling upon them to be more forthcoming in terms of calling a spade and advising, especially those in authority whose actions have the propensity to undermine the growth and development of the society, so that Liberia becomes a better place. So that's what I have to tell the press.
Yes, sir. I have just one final point. The last time you spoke very strongly on the issue involving former Chief Justice Scott. As we speak, the indictment is also now the grand jury indicted on the crimes committed, the detailed in that indictment. I mean, again, I want to ask you, the proceeding, what went on from the police to the court to the imprisonment before the indictment, what's your take on this?
Right now, the matter is before court. So, as a lawyer, I cannot speak about the merit of the case. That would be contemptuous. I express my view. The only thing I can express, which is not a matter of proceedings, is the way the government kept the body for a long time. After an autopsy is performed, the body of a deceased person involving unexplained death or even suspicion of death is not important legally, because we lawyers don't take dead bodies or any part of the dead body to court for evidentiary purposes. You only take report of medical examination or autopsy to court. So on this one, I can clearly say that the government was wrong to keep the body after the autopsy performed. And it did not respect the Muslim family. It did a lot of psychological injury to them, because the government has the responsibility to make all citizens feel good, to seek their common interest, to console them, to assure them of its responsibility to them, individually and collectively, and not to give any indication of prejudicial treatment. And that's what I thought, that I needed to condemn this so that it is not repeated in other families, because this is what happened. So that was really wrong on their part. I also think that my advice to the religious leaders in the society is to stay away from serving in government directly or indirectly. I think the neutrality requires that they stay on the moral side, guiding people in the society, advocates and politicians like us, as well as those who serve in the government. If they serve in the government, it tends to undermine their objective view, a rural view on how society is governed. So I'm really opposed to bishops and reverends becoming board members of government agencies and parastatal corporations and all of that, because it tends to undermine the objectivity of what is said, that it really are saying what is true in the interest of the people and consistent with their understanding of the Bible. So I think, in the 70s and 80s, when the members of the leaders of the Council of Churches actually stood on the side of what was right, they stayed away from taking government positions as chairpersons of board or members of board, because then they create suspicion, over whatever they say about society. And, government tends to then use it to sometimes dismiss them from the position and all of that. So they should not bring themselves into a situation that will undermine their neutrality and your role as moral leaders in our society.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Council. Thank you so much.